Welcome back. Let's get this apartment finished. Today we're going to do the bedroom. Hi, if you're new here, my name's Hermione. I moved into this apartment in Seoul with my partner Haley earlier on in the year, and I've been working on making it really feel like home, even though it's a rental. I've had my work cut out for me because the apartment, it's got character.
What the f is that?
I hate it. I hate it here. So I've really had to try and get a bit creative with how to make this space look and feel cozy. So I'm making a series here on YouTube and we're going room by room. I've already done the bathroom. I'm working on the kitchen, the bedroom, the sitting room, everywhere in this apartment. And today we're gonna finally finish the bedroom, which I'm in right now. As a reminder, this is what the bedroom looked like before I started the makeover. It is a really large space for a bedroom, perhaps a little bit too large if you ask me. Fun fact, our apartment is actually 2 apartments combined, so this entire room is the size of 1 apartment in the rest of this building. I'm grateful for the space, I love it, it's lovely and bright and airy in here, but I just need to figure out how to utilize it without feeling like it's a little bit empty, which is going to be a challenge because we live abroad and we're not trying to buy a lot of furniture because we can't bring it all with us. I have a few little tricks up my sleeve to help deal with that. So let's jump in.
I'm gonna do these doors today because quite frankly I'm fed up and tired of looking at them. So first things first, we have to obviously prep the room, and the thing that had to go were these really dark grey doors. I was dying to paint them white. I actually filmed this ages ago and forgot to share it with you, so I thought it would be perfect timing to put it into this video. And as you might remember, I did share this with you. I painted all of the trim detailing around the ceiling because it was like a yellowy color, and I did this like on a timer to see how quickly I could get it done. That is in another video if you want to go watch it, but that really changed the room, and here is what it looks like.
And today's video is very kindly sponsored by Milanote. I've been using Milanote for the planning process of this room to make sure that I'm on track and I'm not bringing anything into the house that doesn't fit with the theme, because sometimes I can get a little carried away. You know me. So I want to make sure that I'm being really thoughtful about what I bring in, where I put things, what color scheme I'm using, and Milanote has been so helpful. Let me show you a little bit more about how I've been using it and how it's been helping me in the space. This is my board for my bedroom makeover. Let me give you a closer look.
So this is my Milanote board for the bedroom. I also have one for when we move back home. I've started planning that too. This is the sitting room, but that's for later. So this is bedroom makeover, and here I've got some sub boards which I've separated into my to-do list and also my to buy list, because there's so many things I keep forgetting that I need to go and buy. So the sub boards help me keep all of the finer details organized. Now, something I really like about Milanote is the template feature, which will really help you to populate your board if maybe you're not sure where to begin, because sometimes looking at a blank screen is a little bit intimidating. So this really helps, and then you can put your own images, drag and drop them in, and then you can use all of their tools and features like adding links, which I've tailored here to close off the description, but you can minimize the picture and do so many different things. You can also use this drawing pen tool to write and draw. You can add text and headings. There is so much that you can do with Milanote, and it's such a great way to visually see all of your ideas come together in one place. I really like using this feature where I'm using the eyedropper tool to pick the colors that match with all of the colors on my board. One more feature I want to mention is the web clipper. So if you find something online that you really like, I was looking at these rugs, you can use the Chrome extension to immediately save it to your board, and then you can come back later and rearrange. This way you can do it without kind of getting distracted from what you're doing online. So let me finish up my bedroom board and we'll come back later and see how well I stuck to it. And if you want to use Milanote for yourself, you can download it for free. I'm going to leave the link in the description. It's been so helpful for this project and I can't wait to use it for so many other projects in the future.
Milanote has been wonderful to use for doing up this space, and I can see myself using it for all of these kind of creative projects in the future and for other aspects of my life. So you'll see me use it throughout this video, and I'm going to share with you all of the things that I have upcycled, DIY'd, rental hacked, and everything else in this room. So let's jump in. We've been struggling for storage in this apartment ever since we moved in. There are no built-ins, nothing, which is very unusual for Korea, but that means we need a lot of storage space and furniture. But I don't want to waste a ton of money on all of that stuff. We bit the bullet and bought this cabinet, but we still needed more space. Then it was trash day. I think you know where this is going. People in Korea love to throw out really good furniture, and we found the jackpot of all furniture. So we got this amazing chest of drawers for free. I don't think Kaylee thought it was that amazing when we were bringing it home.
Explain what you're doing.
I am taking out the drawers.
It's the heaviest thing ever that you found in someone's trash. And as a joke, I said, oh, look, you can have some stuff. And then you're like, oh, I really like that.
So many opportunities.
Well, you know, I'm not going to say no to you. I want to make you happy, even if it means torture.
I don't
You're smiling, though. You can see it. So what do we have to do now?
We have to take off the drawers.
Because somebody said, we can just take the drawers out.
I'm on Wiki now.
Okay. Wiki, how about you tell us what to do? Oh.
A big thank you to my wonderful girlfriend Hayley for bringing that back with me and still being madly in love with me. It took us about half an hour. We had to stop every like 7 or 8 meters or so. Let's see if it was worth it. I took all the drawers out last night and cleaned them all down. Ew, this is why you don't pick up stuff from the street. I'm gonna put it in this corner where we have this tiny TV stand that I also found as trash in my old apartment building. What can I say? I love rubbish. Unfortunately, I just think that thing is a little bit too small for that area when it could be better utilized. Let's move this thing. So this is what it's looking like. It's looking a lot better than what was there before. A lot less messy. Obviously you can kind of see the problem that we have now, which is the coffee table, but luckily for us, we've already planned to move that into the sitting room and swap them out. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like.
Oh, you're doing it from there?
Just for now. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Are you guys ready? Get ready, thing. What do you think? High five for great work?
High five.
Pop. Yes. Kiss.
Oh.
High five. Oh, yeah. Good job.
What'd you just say?
It looks so good. Look at it. Wow.
Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna get started on making over these drawers. We've had them for about a week now and the color is just not sitting right with me. So I went to Daiso and I got some vinyl contact paper in just a wood effect. I'm gonna start by taking off all of the handles, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna watch Bridgerton. So if you don't hear much from me, that's why. Okay, let's do this. I need a screwdriver.
Over the years, you've seen me vinyl contact paper quite a few things on this YouTube channel, and I feel like I'm really getting the hang of it because I love making all the edges really crisp and perfect. One thing I like to do is use my hands to flatten it down because I feel like I have more control than if I were to use a squeegee. Sadly, the contact paper I had wasn't long enough to go all the way along the top of the piece, so I had to cut it very carefully down the middle and attach another piece. But this was pretty seamless, and you can't tell unless you look really close. I'm just finishing up the last little bits and getting those edges nice and crisp, and here is what it looks like.
Are boxes that I saved from moving because I thought I could do something with them. Reduce, reuse, recycle. What I'm planning on doing is taping them together, and then we're going to use this wadding and this fabric, which is left over from a duvet cover I cut up for something else, and make a headboard.
You might have seen me do this on my channel many times before. I've done so many headboards over the years, but this one was a bit more challenging because using the boxes made it a little bit more flimsy and a little bit more difficult to work with, but I think it made for a really great renter hack. So if you can find some tough cardboard or something like this, it's worth a try if you want to save a little bit of money. As always with the corners, I have to fold them over quite tightly, and I like to wrap them a little bit like a present. This just takes a bit of finessing. At the end of the day, don't worry too much about what the back looks like because this will be against the wall. Just make sure it's really nice and tight so that the front looks good. Now it's time to adhere this to the wall. I'm using command strips, and for some reason the Korean command strips do not stick as well as the ones I can get from back home, but this stayed up okay, so we're making the most of it. Hopefully you'll have better access to much better rental safe adhesives than I do, but this is how it turned out. I'm really pleased with it. It makes a huge difference and it was super affordable to make.
In this really large space, I've decided to divide it into two areas. We've got the sleeping area, and then we've got this little like seating area, which kind of has been taken over by the dogs, to be honest. Now this area needs some work. We need to style it really nicely, and I need to sort the couch because me and this couch, particularly the couch cover, have been through some things. So let's figure it out.
So you might remember this couch because when I first went to cover it, this happened. Now I thought those were meant for the bin. I don't know why. I thought they would put loads of little styrofoam rolls in with the packaging for no reason, but I did. And a lot of you told me that actually those are to help support the couch, and you put them down the side of the cushions to give it a little bit more structure and make it a lot less floppy. This is what it looked like, not very good, so let's go in for take two.
I think my main priority is to make sure that this side looks really good and tight because that's the side you see when you walk in. We start with a corner and line up the seam. We're not worrying about the back right now. We're gonna take a stick and we're gonna push it in the sides. Oh, that does look better, I think. Okay. I actually think this is a bit too small for the couch, and it's a tight couch. You know, that's nothing that a pillow can't cover. Let's just... Wait, that looks so much better. Who knew? Some pins now would be good. Let's see what I can find.
Here's how the couch turned out. Not perfect, but a lot better than it did the first time round, and not too bad considering that this is just a glorified dog bed.
As I'm working on these projects, I'm constantly checking my Milanote board to make sure that all of my ideas are coming together as I had planned. Something that I'm finding really helpful is that when I need to go and get something, or if I'm shopping, I can reference not only my mood board to check that all of the colours and the themes of what I'm looking for are spot on, but I can also check my to-do list and my to-buy list while I'm on the go. Because whilst I prefer to use my laptop for planning things, I love having access to the app on my phone. It just keeps my ideas with me at all times. So as I've been completing these projects, I've been referencing my to-buy board while I'm out and about. There's definitely a few things that I didn't have before I started this whole thing.
We are at Daiso. I have a few things to pick up. Let's see if I can find them all.
Do we need these for our honeymoon in Thailand? I think so. What am I here for again? Wait, what? As we're coming closer to the end of this project, I'm realizing how much of a difference it's made to have all of these things all in one space, visually arranged so that it feels like the contents of my brain are right in front of me. Again, if you want to check it out, you can download it for free. I'm going to leave a link in the description box. Let's jump back in. There's a couple of last minute adjustments that I want to make to this room before we finish. A recommendation I saw from one of you guys in the comments was to switch the placement of the cabinet and the desk. So I flipped them over and this is what it looks like now.
There's one other thing I did in this room a while ago. I thought I would flash back to this. You might have seen this in an older video, but I sewed a curtain for where we have our closet because we took the door off because it was getting in the way of the rails. So I used rental friendly pole hooks and just a tension rod. I added it to the back of the door and it looks so good. I was gonna hem this and I was gonna hem the other long curtains in the bedroom, but now that we have decided that we're leaving, I think I'm just gonna leave them as is and maybe see if I can bring the fabric home with me to do another project with it.
So I think with that, we are done with the bedroom. Let me just remind you of what the space looked like when we first moved in. It was pretty bare, very bare, completely bare actually. It was just a big open space and I didn't know what to do with it. So to get to this point has been a journey, but we've got there. This is what the bedroom looks like now. With all the changes that we've made over the last few months, I feel like this space has really come together. It feels so much more cozy and livable than it did before. Before it looked very like cold with those grey doors, but now it just feels like a lovely warm home. I think with the furniture that we have, I've managed to maneuver it around the room so it doesn't feel so empty. I think the main thing that I've really enjoyed about this project is using things that were free or that we already had to really create this amazing space from literally nothing. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I've got more of these to come. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram or TikTok to catch up with what I'm doing outside of YouTube and to see more rental hacks and other home projects. Check out Milanote, I'm going to leave them in the description. Perfect if you're doing a project like this or any other creative projects. And if you're doing any projects yourself, good luck. I hope they go well. Let me know about them in the comments below. And that's it. I'm going to sign out, so I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.